everybody. Welcome to Wingman's Hangar, episode 34. I'm Eric Wingman Peterson.
I'm Rob, Descendent Irving.
And welcome to the show. This is kind of, if you're new to it, this is kind of an inside look at everything that goes on with the making of Descent Underground. We're Descendent Studios. We're making the new Descent game, just as I just said, Descent Underground. So if you're wondering when the show gets better, sorry.
Good luck.
We want to thank all our new backers.
Welcome.
This is awesome. Thank you guys very much for backing. We appreciate it. We also have thousands of new players on Steam. Thousands. That's fantastic. The more the merrier. We need more people in here testing.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Help us spread the word. That is your job, should you choose to accept it. A special thanks to MS1 for your generous contribution. MS1, is that like Xbox One, the Xbox?
I don't think so.
MS1, thank you very much for your generous contribution. And welcome to our new Undergrounders. Yay!
Wow.
Cool. Listen, if you're not in the Underground and you want to be, they get access to everything before everybody else, right? Like today's, we released a build on Wednesday for Steam, but it went to early access the day before, so they got to play. And there's still stuff in there in Proving Grounds that is not out there, like the Torch, which is kind of like the modern, our version of the Pyro, and then we've got the Auger is also in there. So there's other ships and some other stuff that's only there right now while it goes through testing before it gets to production. So, if you want to get in there, it's simple. Join the Underground. Pretty simple. It's on the website. Find it there. Coming up today, we have a week in review. We don't have a studio snapshot yet, but we will. Not during this show, mind you, but Phil's not going to do a blog if we don't have one, I think, right?
Oh, he'll probably still blog.
Yeah, he's the blog of the week. And we have this week's most valuable post, recognizing those who go the distance for us in the forums, make a positive contribution. We have multiple forums now too with Steam. We can have most valuable posts can be there or here. And of course, we have a forum feedback with your questions. And I don't think we have a video this week yet.
Oh no.
Yeah, yet. There probably won't be one either. We're too busy.
No.
What went on this week, man? Let's talk about it.
Oh, wow.
We did lots of bug fixes, and we have a big release coming very soon too, hopefully next week, which is, we'll talk about a little bit. But so we thought we'll do a little interstitial upgrade or update. And what did we do? What did we do to the guns, Rob?
Well, we moved the guns in, and if you watched Monday's excellent Design Underground, you would have seen the discussion on that. Now, the game is a lot different with that.
It's unbelievably, it's so much more fun. We ramped the fun up to 11.
11.
We also added the plasma cannon.
Plasma cannon's in.
Yeah.
The achievements.
The Predator.
Announcements are in. The Predator's in.
Team Anarchy is now a game type where, so if you're in there getting destroyed and you're a new player and you're getting destroyed, now there are moments where you can be on the red team and only shoot the blue people. So, you can team up. So you can nestle up next to the Xenopotamus and he'll guide you around the map and kill people.
That's not a good way to go, I promise you.
Yeah, and, especially with Megas around.
I tend to die a lot.
Capture the Core and Valor is in. That might not ultimately stay in there for the final thing, but for right now it is. And Valor's super fun and we want it in there. Scoreboard is with achievements. We have some badges. Mike, I think you have a picture to show. Oh, there they are. Look at that, the badges right there. Tell us what they are. We have the one on the left as well.
On the left is Kill Streak.
Kill Streak.
Three kills without dying. We see a lot of those show up in each match so far. The middle one is Rampage. That is 5.
I'm going to do the voice that's actually in the game.
Yeah, did you do that?
I might have. Maybe that's why I said it.
So Rampage is 5 kills without dying, and then Menace to Society. 10 kills without dying.
I think it sounds just like that too.
Almost exactly.
Wonder why.
Echoey or Uri.
And then?
Then we have the Mega Size Me.
Mega Size Me.
I'm sorry.
We just got all the achievements in one round.
Yeah, but nobody's gotten those yet either.
Those aren't in yet.
Yeah, the last two aren't. And the last one is
hooked up. And the last one is the Darwin Award.
The Darwin Award. That's not a good one.
It's an awesome one.
That's when you kill only yourself with the Mega Missile.
With the Mega Missile.
Yeah,
which I managed to do today, and Tyler, of course, yells across the office, "Nice Darwin, Rob!"
That's pretty funny.
Didn't know I had them there.
So achievements are in. We've got some, and we're going to be, we'll talk about this later, but we're going to be a career page up. Not yet on our site, but this is the first step toward getting achievements and stuff in, and rankings and ladders and all that kind of stuff. So this is step one.
Tracking.
We are still on Steam. In case you didn't know,
we're on Steam.
We're on Steam Early Access.
Early Access.
Yep. So you can go and get a copy of the game there, or you can get it on our site as well. We kind of ditched all the stretch goals and went straight to just, it's already fun, play the damn game. Instead of, kind of going the old model we did on Star Citizen, which was where a lot of us came from, we decided that we talked to community. Community said some things they liked, some they didn't like, so we pivoted, went the direction that we think is a much more advantageous for our game.
And much more audience.
Well, it also allows us to get on things like GOG too,
yeah.
which we're planning to do. We couldn't do it otherwise. And we also have about a 90% approval rating on Steam, which is great.
It's awesome.
For early access. Now, a few people are on there saying don't get it yet or whatever, but. And by the way, if you want to go in there and do a review for us, we could use it. We like them. If you don't want to do a good review, just hold off on that until you like it. Then do it.
You might like it right now, to be honest.
In fact, actually, today's build, it's unbelievable. It's so much more fun. We polished it a lot. We added a lot of little things in there that make a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
We still have to put the taunts in there for, hey, bro, you're on my team.
Yeah.
So when you're on a team game and you're red and we're shooting each other for a while, but why are we not? We need a button that goes, hey, bro, you're not on my team. What we've come to do in the office is we look at each other and just kind of shake your shit back and forth.
I think you're dead.
No. Not if only if they use missiles. Right.
Because they give up on the guns and use missiles. Right. Don't forget, you can also now link your account, your Steam account, to our website.
That you're skipping ahead.
Am I skipping ahead?
It is on the
You always skip ahead. It was my turn.
Yeah, true enough. By the way, speaking of Steam reviews, we have the Steam Review of the Week. From Hodoken, he says, or she, Hadouken. It is very early in the development process, but these guys already have fun core gameplay mechanics and will only be adding more in the next few months. It is true to the old Descent games, yet it is something new. That guy gets it. That's it. You are the review of the week.
That makes me feel good about it.
I know it does, dude. The core gameplay.
Thank you.
We built, and you know what? It's apropos because we just added a bunch of stuff today. So get out there, play it. If you haven't looked it up in a week or so, get back in and play, get back in the mines. You'll like it.
You might run into some devs in there.
Lots of times.
And probably kill them.
Oh, it's time for this week's Beautiful Corner. That's a beautiful corner. Now we should take a look at some of the stuff for the Beautiful Corner. There we go. This is Rama. We're building this map right now for our Miner Mayhem and Hot Rocks game types. There we go. Some inside, we're building some stuff.
Look how pretty that map is.
Great,
that is coming very soon.
Yeah, extremely soon.
We're going to let our fans and our audience get their hands on it. And,
look at that. That's going to be fun to play. And there's you're going to fly in there. And
yeah, little tunnels you can fly through. Now, those aren't completed yet, of course, because you'll be able to shoot through them so that the people inside can get the power-ups, but you can shoot them while they
And you can laser grid.
Yep. And you can laser
little exit doors to the outside. Might be tunnels there, too. So that's
shaping up.
It is shaping up. It's going to be fun. So that's, I think Miner Mayhem will be the first thing we do there, which is sort of our rendition of Capture the Flag, but with the miners themselves or with the, the rest of your
hostage rescues.
Hostage rescues, right. So that is kind of this week's Beautiful Corner. Kind of. It sort of is.
Yeah, it totally is.
Well, also, what happened this week, we signed the Alienware deal, where Alienware gets so many copies of the game, and they give us things like machines and support, and every time we go to a show or stream or do anything, we'll be using the Alienware machines. It's a really fun deal.
Very helpful.
In fact, we're on the Microsoft show floor of their store in New York right now, the flagship store. We're on the 3rd floor, and there's people playing our game right there, which is a pretty big deal.
That is a pretty big deal.
It is a pretty big deal. We're in all of the Alienware partner booths and stuff, and I think you'll even see Alienware featured on our website soon, so that's pretty neat stuff. This week, we have some agents of the underground that are streamers or YouTubers who have shown our game and featured Descent Underground, and for that we thank you. We're soon going to be putting on the front page, those who stream our game will be getting front page access, so we want to support, if you guys are going to support us, we want to help support you grow your audiences.
Absolutely.
So that's coming up.
Works both ways, right?
Or it does. It's completely, I mean, these are what they call influencers, which are people that will, if they like your game, they're going to help you out. So Gabinator streamed it, Skeleton Bane, Lazy Game Reviews, and Bowlingotter and LissySandwich. I didn't mess up any of those. It's very important.
That's amazing.
That
How do they know that, though?
I don't know.
I mean, those could be completely different names than you have written on that piece of paper, and they would never know.
Yeah, I probably could. Keith could sneak one in here, because I'll read anything. I'm like Ron Burgundy. I'll read anything. Stay classy, San Diego. So it's like those folks who have streamed, thank you very much. If you want to have your stuff, if you want to stream, you need a copy of the game, and you're a streamer, let us know. We'll get you a copy. You can play the game. Let us know what's going on. We'll feature you on this show, and we'll feature you on the front page of our. We're going to have both the front page streamers group, and then we're going to have a page dedicated to people that are streaming our game. So that's how we roll. And now, here's Keith McCormick, Dunkelza, with this week's Most Valuable Post.
Take it away, Keith.
Happy Blue Shirt Day!
Keith, that was last week.
Man. Welcome to Most Valuable Post, where we celebrate someone who's made a positive contribution to Descent Underground. This week, we celebrate one of our Steam players who found a little bit of an exploit in the Typhoon. We're gonna get on that. So congratulations, Inspades. You've made this week's Most Valuable Post.
That was pretty cool. Congratulations, Inspades.
And thank you.
Mm-hmm. You have won Most Valuable Post. If you're on the forums, you get a forum badge. Thank you very much. And now, what time is it?
I don't know. What time is it?
It's time for...
What the heck is that? That's only awesome. That's what that is. That is only awesome. Good to have a little head on there for all of us. That means it's forum feedback time. From Kroll, who's an undergrounder. Which features are taking a higher priority now that Descent Underground has been released on Steam Early Access and the player base has grown?
Well, that grown word, you know, it's grown some, but we want to grow it much more.
It is, and I don't think we've changed priorities so much.
Not really. I mean, we've definitely been very focused certainly for the last couple of weeks on the user experience. And I mean, the release today, you will see that we are very much concerned about.
And by today, he means Wednesday.
Oh yeah, Wednesday.
2 days ago.
Today,
when we actually record the show.
Yeah. Right, that day, the release we had on Wednesday.
Yeah, the new release.
It's all about the user experience, especially the initial one. When you first come in the game, are you going to have a good time? And we think you will.
So we dedicate a portion of our time to the live elements. We also advancing the game forward and single player. So we have it kind of carved up that way. So I don't think anything's really changed. It's sort of been in the plan the entire time, and but there are things that pop up that we go, oh yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, and there's a long feature list still that we have.
Oh, and the list grows longer.
Yes, and it keeps growing.
Really long. That's okay. So that's a good question. From Fluffball, also an undergrounder. Will achievements be specific to the match I am playing, or do they carry over between games? For example, is the list of my current nemesis.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Currently, well, I mean, there's two different parts to that. There will be some achievements that are across your whole career.
Sure, but that's
in
not
the long run. Not
but
right
right now.
But there's not a way right now to carry your nemesis over to another game. That doesn't mean there won't be. That's actually an excellent idea.
I like that idea. Yeah,
we'll have to.
But
see what we can
also the achievements right now are transient, or they're just match specific. Yeah. But we've got a career page coming, and it ain't too far away. And so we want to be tracking a lot of those stats and achievements and things like that.
And there is a mile-long list already.
Yeah. Well, they make it fun, though. When Smitty's in there going, "No, I need one more kill for Rampage," you know you've got it. When the devs are saying that kind of stuff, and that's a fun thing, too. And you guys are going to enjoy it. From Cosmic D from Steam, a Steam question. You're the first Steam question. How can I get in the underground test environment as a Steam user?
Aha.
Well, there is a link, which Mike is going to post right up here, which will show you how to get in the underground. And all you need to do is follow the instructions there. We just got this in like 2 days ago. You can link your Steam account now back to our page, and which allows you to create an account and get into the underground and all that good, gooey, goofy stuff. So we want you in the underground because that's the only place you can fly the torch. Good, gooey, goofy stuff. alliteration, brother.
Yes.
And Auger, the Torch, stuff like that will be in there. And any new map we do in gray box level, Rama will be going through there probably within a week for them to start trying out Minor Mayhem before it gets to everybody else. They help us balance it. The Undergrounders and the Alpha and Beta folk are the ones who help us balance the game before we release it to early access or production. So if you want in on the action, and that's going to be big for modders too. If you're a modder that wants to do map, editor is going to go through there too. So that's how you do it. So
that helps us to actually release more polished product to Steam too, which is really important to us because I mean, while we're early access, that's not an excuse. That's just it means the content's still coming.
And that's a good point because when researching early access, one of the biggest criticisms of some of the early access stuff was just too early, or it wasn't, the user experience wasn't polished, or it crashed too much. So, and we understand the frustrations there because even though you say it's early access, some people still want it to feel like a finished game, and we completely understand that. So we're going to try to continue to make it feel as good as a finished game as it can be, and then just add to it. So we think we were in the sweet spot when we first hit it, but it's much sweeter now than it was at firstly. So that's how that's going to work. So join there. From Warclaw Thunder Hammer. Will there be an Will there be an in-game map similar to the D1 and D2 maps? I think he's talking about mini-map. I feel like this will make it much easier for new players to pick up the game if they can easily get an idea of where they are in the map.
The mini-map is on the roadmap.
It is on the roadmap. It's not too far away. I don't think it's in the next release.
It won't be in the next release now, but we're working on some technologies for it. So.
There is a list, and then there is a short list. And there's a medium list. Yeah, it's not on the mini list. It's probably not on the bigger list either. It's a little shorter than it's not too far away.
Yes.
From Josh M. Is the planned direction to make missiles something you really don't want to get hit by or nearby? I feel concussion and homing missiles are highly underwhelming right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Have you not played in the last 2 days?
Yes, that's a great question because we significantly ramped those up. So what specifically did you do to the missiles?
Okay, the concussion missile has, well, two things on the concussion missile. It's got a bigger radius of explosion, which means I kill myself with concussion missiles constantly.
50% bigger.
50% bigger radius. It also has much better collision detection. It was using a line, and now it's using the missile itself as a cast. Huge difference. Much more effective, much more dangerous. Hitting a predator with a concussion missile is one of the best feelings in the world.
Yes, it is. I got Tyler with that.
Homing missiles improvements are also the collision, but they home.
Dude, I saw it take a turn down one of the Twisty Tail Apophis and drop down. It was like, wow. It was pretty stinking awesome. So homing missiles. So to answer your question is, they're not wimpy now. So we would really like to get your opinion of the new ones, Josh. So take a look at that, play them, and see what you think of that.
And the little warning lock, the missile lock warning on your HUD,
which you can't hear very well yet.
You don't hear it. We're going to work on the sound.
It's still kind of underwhelming on the sound.
But when you see that, it scares you because those homing missiles hurt.
They do. From Rooster61. I really miss seeing the old weapon sprites models representing power-ups in the game. Will you guys be replacing the current hollow icon power-ups with models in the future? I don't want to say no, but probably right now the reason we're going with a holographic look and the color scheme is it's easier to discern what that is and whether you want to go down there and pick it up from a distance. In the older maps, you were very flatly lit. They were very flat. Textures and colors on the walls, so you could do it with kind of a color palette, or you'd highlight them with the sprites. Nowadays, our maps are much more detailed, so you really need to be able to pick those out and I already have quad force. I already have a laser force. I don't need to go pick that up. So, and we do it with both shape and with color. So. For now, we're going to stick with where it's at, and but we do have a classic mode coming, so maybe in the classic mode we could just maybe so.
We got an art pipeline that's only so wide, right? It's like a Play-Doh Fun Factory. You can only squeeze so much out of it.
Right. So that wouldn't be something we're going to do anytime soon. Remember that long list? That would be on the wish list or maybe. So I can't say we're for sure going to do it. In fact, right now there are no plans to do it. Just for the record. From General Intensity Ultimus on Steam. Will Descent Underground have a gritty, grungy soundtrack like Descent 1 and 2?
Well, you've heard some representative pieces in the game already.
Which, by the way, there's new sounds. All the maps have the cool sounds, and especially music, the epic guitar.
Yeah, the Epic Guitar Jam, yes.
Epic Guitar Jam. But this is why we brought... Dan Wentz was the composer and sound designer on Descent 2. He's now on Descent Underground, or has been now, part of the team. And so, yeah.
He's. I mean, we're getting a mix too. We have a lot of the old style, that very familiar feeling soundtrack, and we'll continue to go down a certain path. I think with single player that will continue down that vein. But we also are doing collaborations with community members.
Yes.
And so there's going to be a lot of different sounds in it. The soundtrack should be pretty epic.
And you can get the soundtrack.
You can get it on our website.
Yeah, there's Marketing 101. Sales and marketing. You've reached the sales and marketing portion of the show.
We're very embarrassed that this is the sales and marketing.
All right, we're over the sales and marketing portion.
Done.
As developers, we're clearly not sales and marketers. Now it's time for Hot Topic. Ooh, hey, look at that. Fancy.
Nice.
All right, this comes from BloodyIron, and it's a question about single player. He wants to know he hasn't seen single player mentioned much in his backing or beta testing, and he wants to know, is there going to be a single player like this old Descents?
Well, I mean, the simple answer is yup.
Yup.
But it's going to be in stages. That's the important thing. Is we want to get single player in there as soon as possible, so we're going to do it.
We've got 5 chapters planned right now, and depending on how Steam Early Access goes, we'll either give them all at once or we'll do them in chapter waves. And so that's another reason we go to Steam Early Access, so that more people get in and it drives more revenue, so that we can build a bigger epic single player campaign. So yes, is your answer to your question, and thank you very much for asking. That's this week's Hot Topic. So coming up at Descendent Studios, what's going to be in the next update? Well, Minor Mayhem is going to be there. You saw a little bit of the Rama.
Fingers
we
crossed.
have matchmaking, which means you'll be able to play with your friends. So that when you guys cook up on TeamSpeak and you want to play, you'll be able to send out a code, and you'll the way it's going to work is you'll be able to say, Rob and I want to play, like 4 of us want to play a Team Anarchy match. We'll hook up, we'll start a private server, we'll start an instance, and we'll talk to each other, we'll all join in, and then we'll turn it public, which will then fill the rest of the spots with, public
Cannon fodder.
Or if you have 8 people you want to play in 4v4, you can send 4 out. You can send it all to L8, and you guys can divide up, and then just launch the server. So matchmaking is coming. Minor Mayhem is coming. You saw that. It's going to be super fun. We think it's going to be a blast. We have the Torch, which is basically our kind of version of the Pyro, the Predator, the prequel to the Pyro. It's coming up. It's in there. Maybe the Augur too, but we're not sure the Augur's ready for that.
Not yet.
Not ready. It flies a little bit like a pig, but
well, it's supposed to fly a little
bit.
bit.
And it does, but it's still pretty fun. It's really powerful in those Capture the Core games because it just sucks up those points, man.
Yes, it does.
We're also thinking about doing some sort of referral program. That's up to you guys. If you have some ideas or suggestions on that, throw it up in the forums. We'd like to try to figure out how to do that. So again, we need to grow this monster. If we want to hit to hundreds of thousands of people, that's going to be up to all of us doing this together. And if you know anybody, you follow any of the big streamers or anything, hit them up. Say, hey, are you following Descent Underground? We want to see you stream it. And bang their drums, Twitter bomb them, have fun with it. And if they bite and say they want to do it, let us know. We'll give them a key, let them play the game. We want them playing it too. Thank you guys very much to our Underground members and to all of the backers and people who have purchased the game on Steam or anywhere. We appreciate it. By the way, if you purchase on our site, we get all the money. If you purchase on Steam, we only get 70% of it. So that's okay, but all the money is more money to dev. Just saying, if you're making a purchasing decision. Subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter channels. You'll find out the latest and greatest of what's happening. We don't do too much spamming on those kind of things. Probably we'll ramp that up, but we have some cool stuff. You'll see some partnership with Alienware coming up there next week. Submit your forum feedback questions. If you have a video, if you're brave enough, put it on there. And we will see you all underground.